Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with another game from the Generals Tournament and an exciting one at that between Jaapaasa and Liszek. Let's dive right in here to Kostritsa. And on the left, in the red, we have Jaapaasa playing first DFL on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Liszek playing one of his favorite divisions, 4th Alpine on Vanguard Income. So this should definitely be an interesting one. To those folks who have made some comments about audio quality lately, I realized I accidentally turned off the noise suppression thing, so please let me know if that makes a difference for you. Again, sorry about the coughing or throat clearing. Those things I can't change. I can't mute fast enough for that to go away. But yeah, please feel free to give me a heads up in the comments if this video is better for those factors. I do appreciate your feedback as always. Diving into the decks here. First DFL, a known and dangerous quantity for sure. This division can get the job done and can get it done hard. The recon tab here, it's not actually anything super duper great. It's got some solid units in it, specifically the commandos. Freak there are pretty great with their bazookas and stuff. Otherwise, it's just some Stuarts, M8s, and the group Rem or whatever it is. I can never remember what exactly these guys do, but it's really the transport that they come in that matters. I think they have a Panzerfaust or something. The infantry tab, of course, phenomenal. It's kind of like the reason to play this division for the most part. You have the Chalks, which are commandos now and are very strong CQC units. You have the Bimps with their bazookas and stuff. Legionnaires, of course, fabulous grenade tossing double BAR units with lots of veterancy. I can't remember if they have commando. I'm having a moment. I don't think they do, but we'll check in game. Maquisards tossing Molotovs. You have the Legionnaire Sappers with their flamers, very good. Sappers, just regular sappers, throwing their grenades and their bazookas as well, and a C-phase card of Legionnaires. The tank tab, not much to write about here. Char, which is a Sherman, and the Char M10, which is an M10. The support tab, not a ton here, but you do have the 105 howitzer and the 50 cal, both of which are two extremely strong American tools that we see here in the French division. The AT tab, not a ton here either. M10s, we got Cannon 57 mil, which is, you know, the same as a 6-pounder, all that kind of stuff, minus the APCR. You do have this wonderful little M3 gun, 37 mil. This thing's actually pretty phenomenal. I love these super fast firing light AT guns. They can trade up so hard. And then the traction cheese partisans. Apparently the traction's getting nerfed. Well, when that DLC finally comes out, whenever that is, hopefully that is in there. The AA tab, not much here. Bofers, but Bofers are great. RD tab, you do get some long toms and the 81 mil mortar with the radio, so very strong there. And the air tab, really quite strong with Hellcats, P-47, Spitfires, and Seafires. Really, this division, not like particularly crazy good in any category other than infantry, but the combined arms is really good. On the other side, 4th Alpina. This division is not that good, except for the one category it's good in. The recon tab is solid. This is a good recon tab. You do have the 20 mil flak weapon there. You get the Autoblinda, which is an SPW. You get some snipers and stuff. So this is definitely a solid tab. The infantry tab, of course, is why you pick this division. The Alpine are nothing good, honestly. They're 20-point infantry that are a little better than usual, I guess. But they're kind of like a hybrid-ish kind of infantry, so I don't feel like they ever do well enough at anything. The real unit here is the Pionieri. This unit is phenomenal with a grenade and a flamer, which is the ultimate combo in this game because it allows you to force other Pioneer units to move while you're still throwing your grenade. It's an extremely deadly combo. So yeah, that's the whole infantry tab basically. It's cheap too. Yes, the Pionieri are 30 points, but I mean that's actually kind of undercost for how strong they are. The tank tab has essentially nothing in it except more autocannon cars, which the Autoblind does. It's probably the best card here. The P2640 actually is a nice like light medium tank. It's got medium tank stats, but it's like is, but it isn't. It's like a weird thing. The M15, M14 are both kind of junky, super cheap spam tanks. The sport tab, just MG42s, and the infantry gun, AT tab, 2 Pack 40s, not so shabby with a Panzerschreck. AA tab, definitely not good. You have only 20 mils and this really lackluster, I can't tell what millimeter, but it's a heavier gun. The RD tab here, we only see one card of the Italian fast-firing artillery and an 81 mortar. The air tab is packed full of Ju-87 plus AT guns, busters, the Centauro, the Arietta, which is a great bomber as well. Diving in here, Seafire chasing after that ME410, gonna get the kill. That's what's so great about these Seafires. They are actually very good fighters. along with recon. The problem is they don't really have much ammo, so they really can only realistically shoot down one thing, and that's already a stretch. These tractions, yeah, they're going to get deep. It's really annoying. I'm honestly really excited if they will nerf these friggin' things. Tractions are one of the most annoying things in the game. And any division with traction automatically becomes a cheese division that just cheeses the beginning of the game so hard it's just not even fun. Yeah, like there we go. Panzerfaust takes out one. Panzerschreck's Partisans. Panzerschreck going to go down here, so 2 kills. That almost pays off the entire card of the Partisans on its own, which is ridiculous. Okay, so we see the Sentado here coming in. G55. These things are pretty great. Well armed. Not medium resilience, excuse me. No, these are absolutely fantastic. There's another version of this that is not medium resilience. Oh, no. Wait, did I just hear another Partisan Panzerfaust go off? I guess not. Alpine triple star. Do love seeing that. The Alpine leader here, quite good with the sniper. Always nice. Big push into the woods here. That's where he wants to be. I mean, First TFL has good CQC. It's not like it doesn't. Let's check these Legionnaire quick. They do not have commando. I didn't think so, but there's always a chance these days. I can never tell, you know, which infantry they've pushed to the moon and which they have not. Not a huge fan of the Alpine recruits. I mean, yeah, they're 15 points. I will give them that. For a 15-point infantry, they're technically quite good. This Partisan's still alive here. The Chokes are just, like, eating these guys alive. They're not even doing any damage. Look at the no suppression damage at all. That's kind of hilarious. 105 howitzer are going to be a big issue. There's really no 2K in 4th Alpine. Am I saying is Alpine? Alpina, excuse me. There's really like none. I need to double check. Maybe that AA gun has 2K, but that is literally it. If it does, I don't think it does, but if it does, oh god, I think I'm almost through it, guys. I do. I believe this little recon tank here, Stuart. These have radio too, which is pretty nice. There are a lot of big howitzers and not a lot of big arty guns on the other side. P-47 breaks this open, kills the leader, allows us to push right through. It's 105, probably going to get an easy kill here on the MG42. Wait, it's not that high damage, I guess. Yeah, these high veterancy French troops are absolutely backbreaking. They do so much damage. There they are, the Pionieri. Let's see if they can stop these triple star monsters. Double Autoblinda coming through. Alpine really has no chance against these chalks. So unit all CQC here. 6 Stens, 3 M1 carbines, and the FM24 automatic rifle, along with a, what is this? It says an anti-tank grenade, but it's not. Like, it's basically a Molotov, so this is really weird. What? I guess maybe they call Molotovs anti-tank grenades? I actually never really thought about it. I mean, I'm sure I have at some point in my many thousands of hundreds of games casted, but I haven't really just thought about that fact. But when a Mackizard comes out, we'll check it out. All right, Autoblindas, if they can double team this Stuart, they should win, because it takes 2 shots from the Stuart. Oh, no. There's some stupid micro things happening. So one will definitely go down here. Down it goes. Can the second clean this up? It should be able to, yeah. It's going to take a hit, but it should do the job from there. All right, so Liszek had a 12-12 again for a moment. Technically, Liszek needs to be the one on the push here. This Pionieri need to get in the woods. They are not useful out of the woods. They have a couple rifles. Like, they're not good out of the woods. But it does look like he's going to get them in. And now we'll see what kind of damage they can do. These mortars are kind of the only real answer to longer range units. Oh, that hurts. Wow, if these P-47s keep getting in, this is a big issue. Again, because Alpina does not have good AA. So these P-47s are going to be probably utterly backbreaking the entire game. Like, he needs to get a fighter on top of one of them. Oh, the Pionieri were so pinned. They got insta-pinned by the Molotov of the chalks there. Oh. Basically a disaster going on here from down south for Liszek. Not a fan of first TFL. I just find it to be like a, I don't know. I don't want to say cheesy division, but feels pushed, as many French divisions in this game do. And before you say I'm making it up, I'm not. Go look at the stats from League. The French divisions statistically appear to be pushed. Of course, it's a small data set, I realize. So this Alpine gonna go down eventually. He's gonna get spotted. The Centauro isn't able to capture P-47s and does take out the Seafire, though. This is a phenomenal fighter. Makes up a bit for the fact your AA sucks, but definitely does not make up for it. The Arietta is a great bomber as well. Medium resilience, good bomb loadout. Does great work. Yeah, what's it gonna do? Arietta coming in for the chalks, trying to get a hold of those. Oh, wrong unit. Yeah, so it's 1-250. It's not a huge bomb loadout, but it does get the job done in most situations. For killing support weapons and stuff. Yeah, this is technically the map for 4th Alpina. This and Cell are kind of the two maps you'd want to play this division on. Leader preventing the surrender there of the chalks. It's unfortunate for Liszek. Keep trying to tell him this division's terrible. Ah, the 90 mil. It's a good... I mean, 90 millimeter AA guns are pretty deadly for AT purposes. How good are they at 8A? I'm not 100% sure. We don't see them in many divisions. I think they're pretty good. I think they're better than your average heavy AA piece. 105 getting the free shots here on the Esploratori. Excuse me. Mortar kind of blind fire. I'm surprised he hasn't gone after the 105. I understand he has radio down here, so that's... No, he doesn't actually. What am I talking about? That's his radio. So Jaapaasa's radio here. Pionieri get the grenade off, but the chalk's already falling back. Jaapaasa too fast on his micro. Autoblinda going to get a free half track here, it appears. Jaapaasa still on 1311. The thing is, again, he's Maverick, and Liszek is the Vanguard, so he's the one who's supposed to be winning early, or needs to be, I guess, would be a better way to say it. The single auto rifle is not going to do that much, and now it's getting, like, triple teamed here from the many support weapons and AT guns. Take out these chalks is really good. They're very strong. P-47 comes in with a big bombing strike to Pionieri. Oh, he still can't finish this thing off. Oh, it does go down. Nice kill there. The P-47's expensive. Very strong, but they are expensive. 130 points. Centauro goes on the straight on the Seafire, takes that out. Oh, big losses there for Jaapaasa. He was really holding things down well with his Air Force there for a while. And now all of a sudden, things look a little disastrous. The BIMP going to try and get in range of the Autoblinda. Doesn't look like Liszek's watching, but the BIMPs are out of cover and take a full autocannon blast and are immediately pinned. Arietta does not get through the 40 mil. Like I said, 40 mil Bofors just really solid overall. I would say one of the best AA pieces in the game from a like standard standpoint, not counting like the Flakzierling or the Zis-12 or the Dubla, which are unique to singular or only two divisions. The 40 mil Bofors is pretty common. P-47 comes in again, finally destroys that Autoblinda, but that thing did do some good damage. The Panzerschreck could sneak forward here and definitely get a freebie kill. Is it going to? It looks like it will. Was spotted at some point. Partisan finding the MG42. These guys have been chilling here most of the game. Kind of a bold call in here for Liszek to get in there, but I guess he knew it was gone. Ju-87 takes out something, I assume. Arietta in bombing strike on the 37 mil. Nice kill there. What did he kill? I assume there was some sort of vehicle there if the Ju-87 was here. I feel like there was a Stewart or something here before. Every plane is on its way out. The Spitfire, while it is zippy, I don't think is nearly fast enough to catch any of these planes on the evac this far out. Surprised we haven't seen another mortar. This mortar's going after the Bofors. Good choice. One of Alpina's most important tools is their Air Force, which is quite good. Really, it's an infantry air deck. Very similar to like a paratrooper deck or an Air Force deck. Your main tool is your infantry backed up by a really good Air Force, and in this case, usually some good Italian artillery, but we're not seeing any of that in this game. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Legionnaire getting caught out again, so these are huge. I mean, the French infantry are super strong, but they aren't cheap. There's nothing about this division that's particularly cheap. So losing troops willy-nilly in bad micro situations is actually pretty backbreaking. Another M3 gun coming in. And this push into the town finally succeeding. Some smoke. Them getting in. Autoblinda has to be careful. All these units have to be careful. The Partisan, while not long range, of course, can certainly take him out, though. The leader died at some point, so all these guys almost unvetted, which is pretty bad. We're into B phase, though. Now, Jaapaasa gets his income. Air Force strike coming in again. I'm assuming the Centauro is coming in to cover from the 40 mil Bofors. Does not succeed, though. 40 mil gets on the Arietta, but the bomb's still away. Kills the Legionnaire, and that's why I said that 250 kilogram bomb does the work, usually speaking. It is a relatively consistent payload. Of course, not super heavy. It's not a definite kill, but can do the job. Yeah, these Alpine are just, like, so underwhelming to me. This is my issue with, like, single machine gun infantry in general, but these guys are even, like, they're just not big. They're so small. I really feel like the Alpini should be like a 10-man squad. Partisan's taking out easy kills here. Oh, God. Wait, did he kill all of those? Oh. Oh. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's... Wow. 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 Now, that, of course, had nothing to do with the fact they came in attraction, but I don't think people take this unit if it didn't come in attraction. Like, let's be real. If you didn't get to cheese spam these at the beginning of the game, why would you bring them? You wouldn't. That's the thing. Like, you just wouldn't. They're not good. Okay, ME-410 tanking the first 40 mil strikes, and Tato going in for a ground attack on the Bofors. Nice go there. Should keep his other planes alive. Arietta can't get through. Ju-87 through on the half track. Not sure if that was the big deal there. Focke-Wulf does not get through. 40 mil Bofors is too strong. There is another one down here that did kind of save the day, and there's another one again. The thing is, First TFL does not have that much AA. Like, there are 6 pieces of 40 mil. That's it. It's good AA. Again, 40 mil doing the work. But it is not... It's not a lot. And Liszek has already demonstrated he's quite a large Air Force at this point. Jaapasa's doubling down with another 40 mil Bofors. He has 4 of his Bofors out already. And I feel like Liszek needs to double down on getting his arty rolling to try to kill this stuff off. His own arty probably going to hit his infantry here. Well, no, the Flamer's probably going to be dead before it ever lands. Or it could kill him. Wah, 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 wah. Now, that preemptive strike did a nice job of actually landing here now. He had to sacrifice his Flamer unit for it. Worth it? Not sure. So this is technically where Liszek has the most advantage because he has, like, the maximum amount of his income, while Jaapaasa is only beginning to get his extra income. Yep, Alpini going down. They just don't have survivability. That's their big issue. I really think Alpini should have 10 men in their squad. You can just give them, like, one more Beretta and another rifle. I think that would be totally reasonable. Try to give this division, like, a chance of doing something. Liszek's constantly talking this division up. He always challenges to play me with it, and he probably would beat me, like, let's be real. Because he's a good player, not because this division's any good. It's got some real, like, elements to it that are dangerous. Again, Air Force, the infantry in the woods and stuff, yes, it's there. It's got things. It's not like it's a useless division. But it's definitely not, I cannot classify this division as good. He really needs to get this 90 mil in an actual position. I've actually never seen such a truncated, like, line of sight in my life. Can't see anything. It's utterly useless in this position. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All those killing those autocars and stuff was actually pretty backbreaking. He doesn't have infinity of those. He's got a good number, but not like all he could ever want. We're just going after the M3s. These M3s are pretty important. They kill off the light armor really well. Obviously, that's what they're there for. And again, I'm just kind of surprised Liszek brought so little arty. Like, I know First TFL's arty is better. Like, let's be very clear about that. The 155s are very dangerous and big boomies. But the Italian Obice artillery is, like, super cost efficient, fires really fast once it gets on target, and if it has radio, then it's really good. Now, every arty piece with radio is really good. But, you know, this one in particular, because of its faster firing rate, is very strong. Surprised he's not falling this mortar back. He's probably going to die to this shot right here because I'm watching. Nope. Okay, he's got another chance. Double ME410 in. This is all for AA screening. The problem is there's a lot of Bofors now. He might even just lose this ME410 here. Centauro does a ground strafe. He's going to lose his Centauro to start, so already a big loss there. Arietta did not get its bomb off. The second one does. Kills off a Sapper. Lost a Centauro. Yeah, these Giga airstrikes are just not going to work with this many Bofors. There is plenty of AA here, and unless Liszek really starts to target it down, which he is trying, but of course Jaapaasa's moving it. Like, he's not going to sit there and let it die. Not in the face of such obvious, like, air spam tactics. A Giga strike down south would be far more helpful. Now, he doesn't know what's there. That's the problem. But he could wipe this entire force out with his air force. Because that Centauro was pretty bad, though. Again, he doesn't have really AA that's good himself. This 90 mil being kind of it. Autoblindas could have won that. He would have taken another hit, but I guess the Pack 40 is a cleaner answer. 12-12, and things not looking any better here for Liszek. Maquisards, let's check this out. Oh, it is classified as an anti-tank grenade. All right. You got me. What do I know? As I often say, what do I know? Gets a bailed out on the Sherman. Oh, Pack 40, you dirty dog. Finishes off the Stuart. Wow, those are nice kills there. Nice pickups. Catching Legionnaires out in the open. Oof. Aggressive push there from Jaapaasa does not turn out great. Pionieri going to take a what do you call it, Molotov hit. Grenade is off, though, but Jaapaasa's been so quick on these fallbacks, the grenade doesn't even do anything. Now, the Pionieri are much stronger now because of their double veterancy. Not even the flamer stuff. It's the double veterancy. Oh, and they still surrender him because the leader is not fully suppressed. Oh, that was lucky. P-47 strike was clutch. 90 mil, yeah, needs to get even further forward, I think. Losing a flag, though, again. So 81 mil mortar going after the half track? Okay. 155 going after the 90 mil. 90 mil is on the move, though, but it's not going to get it away in time. Mortar dead, along with the supply. I assume that came in to supply it, so ouch. Finally, the 100 mil Obicha is coming in. All these infantry falling back from one Legionnaire. Now, obviously, something else must have been supporting it. Liszek has yet to even bother to bring in 20 mil AA because 20 mil AA is 20 mil AA. And it is sad. The Obicha is moving up pretty far. It's pretty common to see these deployed pretty far forward. Their accuracy is pretty bad at long ranges, and when they get up closer, then they get to take advantage of their, rate of fire and such, which is not like astronomically high, but it's, for its price, it's high, I guess. The concept usually is you kind of spam arty, you spam air, and you spam infantry in this division, and you kind of just hold down, keep the opponent's armor away with your Ju-87s and stuff. 81 mil just died there. And you use the arty to kill off their AA so that your air spam can be more effective. Now we see two 155s. We're about to hit C phase, which, as I say all the time, while it technically advantages Liszek, the actual advantage it takes so long for him to actually get the advantage that it's not really an advantage. 90 mil falls back into the arty. Awkward turtle. Stuart poking around down south. Esploratori here chilling out. This is a recon, so it will spot stuff. The Alpine recruits do not have AT, so yeah, not sure what their goal is here. Pack 40, though, moving in. So we see some battery here on the 105. 1, 2, 3, 4 Bofors now in here. I think there was 4 before. Maybe one did die. All right, what's the fire rate on these? It's 8. Yeah, it's. Oh no, it's 6. Lies. That's the heat. So yeah, 6 isn't even that good. I'm not sure what people are so excited about when they look at this. You know, I mean, there you go. It just took out the 105, like almost immediately. Maybe they're more accurate than I'm giving them credit for. They shouldn't be though. They have pretty short barrels. So 100 mils start strong. Kill that 105. Artisan's gonna get another easy kill here. Yeah, I got a problem with those units. Again, if they didn't come in tractions, people would not use them. I know right now they seem crazy good, but again, they're not good because they're good on their own. They're good because they come in super early, they cheese into positions they shouldn't. You would never usually find enemy troops, and then they just like fart all over you. All right, so Beach is gonna get probably insta-pinned. Liszek needs to be more on his arty micro if he's going to be using these, because he knows that Jaapaasa's got the 155s. Both Peony Eddie go down. They were weakened. If you get a grenade off, it doesn't do much. All it's going to take is one hit of that 155 to kill. It's like one direct hit will kill these things. Giga Air Force coming in, going for the bombing strike straight onto the Bofors. Gonna get through. He does, and oh, that's so depressing. Oh, now he lost the ME-14. Now he's gonna lose the Ju-87 as well. Oh man, that was so bad. He's going for it again. The Bofors is stressed, but not stressed enough. Oh my god, that was a massive loss. And Jaapaasa has now demonstrated he's got plenty of Air Force as well. And the I don't know, guys. That might have actually just broke Liszek. I mean, he's already like bleeding flag slowly, but that might have been it. He lost what? A Ju-87, a Focke-Wulf, an ME-410. He's only got 5 bombers, and he's lost 2, I think, already of the bombers. So like, it gets to a point where like even if you do win. Like, even if you do clear the skies or you kill the AA and whatever, if you've lost all your planes up to that point doing it, then it doesn't matter. Like, you've already lost all the point of doing that in the first place. With only one P-47, it's not enough to kill it. What's the fire rate on these? The actual, like, bullet. Wow, 20 rounds a minute. This is actually it's a very good AA piece for a heavy piece. Problem is, it still has a hard time killing, right? Like, it can definitely stop planes from getting you, but it just struggles to actually kill. And I also think Liszek here is starting to run out of Peony Eddie. He had 16 in total. We definitely probably saw all 8 come out in A phase. That were in A phase, which means he had 8 more in B. So this is probably the last few of them. Liszek only brought 63 infantry, which for this deck seems really low. Half your infantry costs 20 points. More than half your infantry. 75% of your infantry costs 20 points. Or 15. So 63 to me sounds horribly small, like short. The Obiches have been silent. Not sure why he even called him in if he's only going to kill 1 unit with him. Alpine leader's getting spammed. He brought 2 cards with him. Not shocking. They are a good unit with snipers. And obviously these days, snipers are, you know, kind of the thing. 20 mils unload really far back. I know there's not like a ton of very safe spots to go with them, but those aren't going to stop anything. They won't kill anything from there, and they won't stop anything either. As you just zoom out, Liszek just does not have a ton of stuff on the map, really. And the fact is, all his stuff is worse pound for pound than the French stuff on the other side. And just look how much Jaapaasa's got. Ooh. Here comes that Hellcat. Watch these 20 mils do absolutely nothing. No, they're not even going to shoot. Oh my. There goes that Pack 40. Oh, these Hellcats have a massive bomb loadout too. 2 essentially 500 kilogram bombs. Delivered directly on target. Obicha's going for the counter battery. They're actually pretty good at counter battery just because of the fact they fire fast enough that they can pin things down. There's a nice hit. Oh no, M8's going to get an easy kill here on the P-26, the only like real tank in this division. Oh, it goes down, actually. There you go. These things do 8 damage. Again, this is a medium tank for all intents and purposes. It's just got low armor, pretty low penetration, but it does have the 1750 meter range and the 8 damage, which makes it a medium tank, essentially, in this game. In-game, essentially. In-game, if your tank does 8 damage and is 1750 meter range, one of those two things, it's probably essentially a medium tank. 8 damage being a little more definitive. And there's other factors. There's exceptions to that, generalizing immensely there. If you think cost-wise, though, this is really the cost of a light tank. But it does several things that's usually only medium tanks do. Do you see some more Peony Eddie coming? Yeah, once he runs out of these, though, his infantry just suck. Like, they're just not good. So Beach is trying to hold off these 155s from doing whatever they want. So the leaders here are good units, but they're definitely not meant for this. This howitzer still alive. Might be able to pick off this Alpine as it drives by. Obicha doing a little bit more what I would expect them to do. But now that Liszek started counterbattering, Jaapaasa has decided to return the favor. Pack 40 does not take out the Char because it is a Sherman, and Shermans cannot be stopped at close range. They're just too good when they're at the right range. As Liszek has basically shifted his focus down south to try to find a point here. The trailer leader here is pretty phenomenal. Bazooka and a sniper. Peony Eddie fighting at literally the least ideal range he possibly could. Char takes a hit from the Pack 40. It should go down now. It's out of machine gun range, which means it can't pin fast enough. Pack 40 misses, though. There it is. Takes out the Char. Holy... Is that 6? Yeah, I think 6 of those. 8. Just kidding. There's 8. That's a lot. That's a lot of Chars to get through. All right, so the push is happening. The Legionnaires, though, just so strong. So strong. Surprised there's no leader here actually alive still. One leader already died from Liszek. The other one now running. No, he's back here. Just kidding. He didn't die. Here comes the light tank spam. I feel like every time I watch people play this division, they don't play any light tanks until like C phase, and they're like, oh crap, I'm running out of infantry. Let's call in 40 tanks instead. The 155 has taken some pretty significant damage, honestly. And there's actually no AT down here. I was going to say, I'm expecting to see an M3 gun flying in, and there it is. Can easily clean all this up. Yeah, I do not like 4th Alpine. I really don't. Oh, God, they can't even. There's too many Maquisards. Even units of this power level can't stop this amount of molly throwing. Oh, no, he's not falling back. Oh, God. Well, the nice thing is the next time Liszek tries to get me to play this on stream, I can quote this match for why I don't want to. Because it's not fun. It's not fun to have no good tools. M3 gun in position. Is there anything to spot it? It doesn't look like it. These have exceptional stealth. No, they don't, which is weird. I think the only thing that really gets exceptional stealth is recon and what do you call it? Oh, the most important one died. The auto blender was the only one that really could do something useful here. Actually gets a bounce. Down it goes. Wow. Whew. These things are great. These LM3 guns can get so much value. What are they? 30 points? Yeah. And 15 rounds a minute, but they have double stars, so they're shooting 20. It's pretty nuts. And now even in the center, things crumbling here for Liszek. Kostritsa down. Both 155s are operational. I will say I've always wondered. This is not a complaint. I'm not sure I'd even want to see it changed. But the funny thing is, when infantry get damaged, right? So these infantry here, you know, the damage, especially really low health infantry, you start to notice it significantly. They reload slower. That is the negative. Like the negative to your infantry getting damaged is that they reload slower. They still fire all their weapons, but they reload much slower. Another Giga airstrike here on the Bofors. One Arietta does get through. Bofor's finally dead, but what does he have to sacrifice for it? His Arietta, I would assume. Yep, down it goes. Now he's down to these 2 bombers, I guess. But anyway, so they fire slower. But that effect is not applied to any sort of AT support or arty gun. So when you like lose health on those things, they still fire at the exact same fire rate as they would if they had full health. Spitfire actually goes down to the 90 mil. Nice kill there. Which to me is really weird. Like, that's very strange. Like, why don't those units suffer from the same loss of fire rate? Like, one guy's not going to reload a gun as fast as 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Like, obviously. It's kind of weird. Again, I'm not saying I'd want to see that changed. Because, you know, it kind of just is the way the game is. Like, I feel like all of this... Like, it's possible that, like, AT guns and stuff would be so bad when they don't fire as fast when they get damaged, because then it'd be... They're already pretty easy to kill with arty pieces and stuff to start, but then if all the arty piece has to do is, like, hurt them a little bit, then they don't fire at, like, at any speed anymore. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck. I'm sure it's been brought up at some point in the strike team or something, and I'm sure Eugene was just like, we don't want to change it, so they didn't. Now there's a char down south. Technically, the cannon can do it. 35 millimeters penetration, though, it's going to be a stretch. It's going to be a stretch. Just need to find a lot of side armor. Fogwolf does get through down south. There's no AA currently. I would assume more will come in. Yep, there it is. Already in. In the exact, literally identical spot. And the fact is Liszek doesn't really have enough air spam anymore to like punch through and bomb that. Even though, again, the real option would have been to arty it. I'm really confused about his choices here. Alpine get their Panzerfaust off, their grenade off on the half track there, clearing that. Yeah, Puzzle's still only on a 13-11. Because he lost his flag down south. Got it back now at 14-10. Pack 40 in position, though. That Sherman is not long for this world if it can find some hits. Nope. Oh. That is giga depressing every time that happens. 2 misses in a row. Feels so bad. Because that was basically max range. So the first shot would have been 45% chance to hit. The second shot was probably like 65 or 70% chance to hit. So missing both really hurts like the soul. Deep down. Really feels like the game is just like, nah, bro, you ain't killing this. I have already decreed you will not kill this unit. It's just like, oh, that's a bummer. Wow, one of the 155s actually died. There it is. Feel like, again, if Liszek had been more aggressive with these arty pieces, he probably could have killed the 155s and actually used his arty for something more useful, like killing the AA, instead of flying giga like waves into the AA curtain and dying. $65 mil goes down. Leader gets out just in time. Woo! Gets a smoke down as well. These M14s, I mean, do they fire fast? No, they don't. This gun I feel like usually fires fast when it's on the ground, but not in a tank, apparently. That's 65 millimeters of penetration, gonna be tough. Look at him go. I mean, it's 12-12. Liszek is battling back. I gotta give him credit. But I think he's gonna run out of infantry. He can't have that much more. He's only got 63 units, and they're 20 points. He's been calling them in. Double bomber coming in for the Legionnaire? No chance. I mean, the bomb's gonna get off. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost a plane here. 90 mil will stop the Spitfire. Oh, just gets away. M14 blob. I think I'm pretty confident the Char should one-shot all of these, and basically can't be penned unless it has all of its side armor showing. Oh! Oh, the other ones weren't shooting. All right, let's see. 3-on-1. Oh, no, don't run away. You got this, man. You got this. No. He really doesn't. But the fact of the matter is he could have... I would have just stood and fought at this point. I would have said, screw it. Just die. Either we all die or you go down with us. Yeah, there they all go. Oh, the Pionieri can't even do it. These guys commandos? I think they're just fanatical. Where is it? This guy. Yeah, fanatical. Oh, the P-26 goes down. This is the only unit that can really actually kill a Char. Oh! You pass it back on the 1311. This already hitting literally nothing. The M15 goes down to the 57 mil cannon. I mean, Jaapaasa is very thin down south. There's not really anything to push with it. Last P-26 is coming in down there. He had that many left? What? He only had 4 in the deck. Did he really? Maybe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess? Huh. 90 mil does take out the Char, though. Nice kill there. Bomber does not get through. Unshocking. So 105. Gets a heat shell off in the M15. Heat-seeking missile cannot miss. And Liszek throws in the towel. Didn't think he was allowed to do that. 38 minutes and 24 seconds. 3,300 to 2,750. Pretty dominating victory there by first DFL. Yeah, I just feel like I feel like 4th Alpina tries to do similar stuff to first DFL in terms of like combined arms, relying on your Air Force and your infantry and your RD to do a lot of the heavy lifting, which it does. I mean, honestly, when you really think of it from a zoomed out macro sense, it does. Both these decisions kind of function similarly, but 4th Alpina is so much worse in every aspect of this. Like, the infantry are worse. The planes, okay, the planes are close, but the American bombers are hit way harder. The RD, I would prefer 155s over the Obuchas any day. You get better AA. Your AT, I mean, all you get in 4th Alpina is PAC 40s, and PAC 40s are great, but it's very, like, that's very narrow. Like, that's your only AT. It's very, very narrow. Yeah, you can just see a lot of these units just getting so many kills. Your infantry are noticeably worse. Like, yes, Pionieri are great, but they don't make up for the fact that every other infantry unit in the deck is worse, categorically, than what first DFL gets. Yeah, like, it just feels like a worse version. Like, significantly worse. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and hit me up on my new website, attackpowergaming.com. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.